Hi, everyone. Welcome to Module 7. My name is Macedo Ortega, and this is week number 1. Welcome, everyone, to this module. I hope that you are well at this moment. Today, this session will be a little bit longer than the other sessions because I have too many things to tell you. So let's start, guys. What are we going to look at this? First, we are going to look at the learning forum. I'm going to explain how you are going to be working during the learning forums of this module. Right after that, I'm going to explain the differences between the tenses that we are looking at this week. After that, I'm going to tell you an example of how to do the integrating activity 1, and then the difference between past continuous and past simple that you have to use to do the second integrating activity. And right after, we are going to look at just general issues. In case you have a question or any comment, please let me know in the chat. In the chat, you can tell me about your questions, and I will be more than glad to help you guys. So welcome back. Welcome again to this module. Let's start right now. First of all, guys, I'm going to tell you how you are going to be evaluated during Module 7. Remember that every week you have to do 2 activities like we did in the last module, in Module 6. Remember that in week 1, we have to do 2 activities. In week 2, also activity 3 and 4, and in week 3, activity 5 and 6. But you also have to take into account some skills that carry the 10% of your evaluation. As you can see, they are in blue. They are called socio-emotional skills, and they carry the 5% of your final grade. In week 4, as you know, we have a project. We have to do a project that carries the 30% of your score, of your final score. And also, guys, we have to participate in 2 forums. We have to participate in the learning forum and also in the integration forum that carries the 8% of your evaluation. That is very important to participate in the forum, in the last forum, the integration forum. All of them are important, but the learning forum is not evaluated, as you know, but the integration forum is always evaluated. Although the learning forum is not evaluated, I strongly recommend practicing your English by participating in the learning forums. The learning forums are there for you guys to put into practice all the things that we learn along the weeks. So it's very important to see you there, guys, participating, talking, giving tips to your partners, making comments, making questions to your partners, to each other. So I always very glad to see you guys in the learning forums. And then you have the 5% of your final grade is devoted to the self-evaluation, guys. You have to self-evaluate yourselves to know how well you are doing. And every time that you enter the platform, you are going to get the 5% of your final grade. Yes, that is the work that you do in the platform. All the activities that you do in the learning platform carry the 5% of your final grade. So this is the way that you are going to be evaluated. Right after this, we have another important thing that I want to tell you, that is evaluation. And the time you will be evaluated. Remember, guys, that I have 72 hours to give you feedback. In week number 4, I only have 48 hours to give you feedback. And this is because the module is about to close. So I have to hurry. And I have to give feedback in 48 hours. So what if you submit an activity on Monday? If you submit an activity on Monday, you will have your feedback between Wednesday and Thursday. But what if you do it on Tuesday? If you do it on Tuesday, you will have your feedback between Thursday and Friday. What if you do it on Wednesday? If you do it on Wednesday, you will have your feedback between Friday or Monday next week. What if you do it on Thursday? If you do it on Thursday, you will have your feedback between Monday next week or Tuesday next week. And what about the weekend? There are many people that submit their activities during the weekend because it's when you have more free time. At the weekend, maybe some of you don't work anymore, so you have time to do your homework, to create your activities, to study. So what if you submit your activities by Friday or Saturday or even Sunday? If you do so, guys, you will get your feedback next week by between Monday and Wednesday, the latest. Why? Because at the weekends, we don't work, okay? Well, if you want to work, it's okay, it's optional, but if you want to submit your activities at the weekend, it's up to you. You can do it, guys, but I will give you the feedback between Monday and Wednesday next week. And this is very important for you to have in mind, because sometimes the student asks me, teacher, I sent my activity on Saturday, but I haven't got any feedback. And that is Monday. And I said, and I usually say to the student, don't worry, you will have your feedback between today, Monday, and Wednesday. Right, guys? So this is the way that I'm going to be working with you. I'm going to give you feedback. This is the time. Let's start with the learning forum. The learning forum that in Spanish can be translated as Foro Aprendiendo or Foro de Aprendizaje. What do you have to do in the learning forum? Remember, even though the learning forum is not evaluated, you have to participate in it, because it's the only way that you can practice what you are learning during this week. So what you have to do, every forum has a purpose, and you have to carry out that purpose. How you are going to do it? What is the purpose of the first forum? Well, in this forum, guys, you have to tell me about your English skills. What are you doing to improve your knowledge about English? So for participating, joining this forum, I suggest answering the following questions. What are you doing to increase and improve your knowledge and language skills in English? ¿Qué estás haciendo para mejorar e incrementar tu conocimiento y habilidades del inglés? What are you doing to achieve your personal, academic, and working goals? ¿Qué estás haciendo para lograr tus metas personales, académicas y de trabajo? What were you doing before studying Prepa Online SEP? ¿Qué estabas haciendo antes de estudiar la Prepa en línea SEP? Were you learning anything? If so, what were you learning? ¿Estabas aprendiendo algo? Si es así, ¿qué estabas aprendiendo? Do you think your life is changing? Why? ¿Crees que tu vida esté cambiando? ¿Por qué? You have to use these questions just as a guidance, but they are there already in the learning forum for you to have a look at. They are important because they guide your participation in the forum. However, if you consider not to use these questions, it's okay. They are just there for you to guide your participation. But you make the decision if you want to use these questions or not. So I wrote a note here in Spanish. Recuerden que las preguntas son solo una guía. No es necesario que las incluyan en sus participaciones de foro, but they are very helpful. And this is what you have to do in the learning forum. Remember, guys, if you have any question so far, please let me know in the chat. Now, let's go with the first activity of this module, dancing at the moonlight. Before looking at that activity, I would like you to explain the main differences between present simple and present continuous. Here I have a table, guys. In the first column, I have my sentences in present simple, and in the second, my sentences in present continuous. Let's see. The sentences that I have in the first column and in the second column are somehow related. Let's see the first sentence. I work in an office every day. In this sentence, guys, I'm talking about something that I usually do. I'm talking about a routine. And in the second, guys, right now, I'm sending some emails to my boss. I'm describing what I am doing at a moment, at a certain moment. The second sentence, I go to work by bus every day. I am talking about a daily routine. At the moment, I'm waiting for the bus. I'm describing what I am doing at a certain time. The last sentence, I always have breakfast at 7 a.m. I'm talking about a habit, or can be also a routine. I always have breakfast at 7 a.m. Now I'm eating fruit and toast for breakfast. Now I'm describing what I am doing at 7 a.m. Now I'm eating fruit and toast for breakfast. So we use present simple, guys, for routines, for habits, for hobbies, and for facts. These are the main functions of present simple. With routines, I can use frequency adverbs. What are the frequency adverbs? Always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever, and never. I always take a shower in the morning. I'm talking about my personal daily routine, guys. I always take a shower in the morning. I never take a shower at night, never. Habits. As you know, everybody has good and bad habits. For example, my father usually smokes 2 cigarettes a day. This is a bad habit. My father usually smokes 2 cigarettes a day. My father smokes 2 cigarettes every day. Well, you can talk about any habit in present simple. Look, smokes. I'm talking about my father. So I write smokes because my father is the third personal of singular. The key words, the key time expressions for present simple: every day, every morning, every afternoon, every Saturday morning, and the frequency adverbs are keywords for present simple. Recuerden las palabras claves que usamos o las expresiones claves que usamos en el presente simple. Son estas: every day, every morning, every afternoon, every Saturday morning. Diario, cada mañana, cada tarde, cada sábado en la mañana, etc. Todos los adverbios de frecuencia. Siempre, normalmente, a menudo, a veces, casi nunca y nunca. Hobbies. We also use present simple, guys, to talk about our hobbies. What do you do in your free time? I watch TV in my free time. And another important use of present simple is to talk about facts. I speak Spanish. I live in Mexico. So we use guys, present simple for these functions. These are the main functions of present simple. Any questions so far, guys? If you have any question, please let me know in the chat. Now we have present continuous or present progressive. We use the present continuous to describe actions that are happening at the moment of speaking or around the present time. Example, I'm doing my homework now. My mom is watching TV right now. ¿Cuáles son las palabras claves del presente progresivo? At the moment, well, expresiones de tiempo clave, chicos. At the moment, in this moment, today, now, right now. ¿Qué nos indican esas expresiones? Que la acción se está llevando en ese momento. ¿Cómo conjugamos? ¿Cómo hacemos una oración en presente continuo? Bueno, we use the verb be in present simple plus the verb with ing. I'm working, you are working, we are working, they are working, he is working, she is working, and it is working. If I ask you guys, where are your parents right now? Maybe you can say, my parents are watching TV right now. You are describing what your parents are doing at this moment. If someone calls you right now, let's suppose that someone calls you at this moment and that person asks you on the phone, what are you doing right now? And you said, shh, I'm taking my online session. So I will call you back later. I'm taking my online session. I'm using present progressive to describe what I'm doing right now. I'm taking my online session. We also use present continuous, guys, for future arrangement. But this is something that we are going to look at later on in the module. By week 3, you are going to start using future. And in that week, we are going to see how present progressive is used for future arrangements. And what is an arrangement, guys? An arrangement is a plan, a fixed plan. ¿Qué es un arrangement en español? Bueno, es un plan ya agendado. ¿Y qué es un plan agendado? Se pueden preguntar. Bueno, un plan agendado es una clase, una cita con el médico, un partido de fútbol, una reunión. ¿Sí? Ese es un plan agendado, un viaje. ¿Y por qué está agendado? Porque tú haces algo para que ese plan se lleve a cabo. Por eso es un plan agendado. Let's suppose that I want to go to Acapulco, okay? I really want to go to Acapulco. So what I do first is to buy some plane tickets online. I buy some plane tickets online. When I have the tickets is an evidence that I want to go to Acapulco. So I say, I'm flying to Acapulco next weekend. Vean que también estoy usando el presente continuo, pero en este caso ya no es para describir lo que está sucediendo en el momento, sino lo que va a pasar el próximo fin de semana. ¿Y por qué uso el presente continuo? Bueno, porque seguro que lo voy a hacer. Ya compré mis boletos y digo, vuelvo a Acapulco la siguiente semana. Un partido de fútbol siempre se agenda con anticipación, ¿sí o no? Entonces dices, my brother is playing soccer tomorrow at 5. Let's suppose that your brother plays soccer professionally, guys. And you said, my brother is playing soccer tomorrow at 5. Y digo, mi hermano va a jugar mañana, va a jugar fútbol mañana a las 5. ¿Por qué utilizo el presente continuo? Porque all right. So now we are going to see how the first activity is about and how you can do the first activity. In this activity, guys, I am showing you a picture and a painting very similar to the one that you have to describe for the first activity. Actually, the painting was done by the same author, Renoir. But this painting is called El Almuerzo, or the lunch in English, okay? And it was painted by Renoir, the same. Look at this. I have a label. I have labeled some people in this painting because we are going to describe them. So look at the man. I have just put letter A. I have labeled this guy with letter A. Look at him. And the lady that is sitting at the table, letter B. There is another lady with letter E. There is a guy, a young guy, that is also sitting at the table with letter C. And there are some people at the back with letter D. You have something similar. You have something similar, guys. You have to describe a similar painting. So let's start. What is happening in the picture? These are the questions that you have in the activity, in the first activity. What are the man and the woman doing? What are they wearing? What is the man with a hat at the table doing? What are the woman and the man with black hat doing? What is the woman by the handrail doing? So what is happening in the picture? In the picture, there are people in an open restaurant. Some of them are sitting at the table while others are standing and they are eating and talking. It seems to be summer. They may be in Paris. So I'm describing the picture, guys, and I am using present continuous. Okay, I'm using present continuous to describe what is happening in this picture. So I expect you to tell me what is happening in this picture using present continuous. Right? Now, what are the woman and the man doing? A and B, and what are they wearing? So let's look back at the picture. The man, letter A, and the woman doing, and what are they wearing? Does any of you want to participate today, guys, in this session and can tell me what are they doing? ¿Alguien quiere participar y me puede decir? ¿Me puede contestar esta pregunta? Bueno, son dos. What are they doing? A and B. This is A and B. And what are they wearing? ¿Alguien quiere contestármela? Anyone in this session? Guys, ¿alguien quisiera contestar esta pregunta? Anybody, guys? Yes, in the chat I have someone. All right. Okay, they are eating. Are you sure they are eating? Well, the lady, the young lady, vamos a empezar desde lo básico. Que si están parados, que si están sentados, todo eso se puede decir en presente continuo, chicos. Entonces vamos a decir, the lady is sitting at a table and she's holding a dog. She's holding a little dog, right? And the man is standing, está parado. ¿Sí? The man is standing and he's looking at someone or something, ¿no? Está viendo algo, está viendo a alguien, está viendo a alguien. ¿No? Bueno, ya describimos lo que están haciendo. Ahora vamos a describir lo que llevan puesto. Vamos a ver. What are they wearing? The lady is wearing a long black dress with a hat. She's wearing a hat. And the man is wearing a hat, and he's also wearing a top, a white top. Yes, can you see? He's wearing a white top. Vamos a ver cómo lo tengo yo en la contestación escrita. What are the woman and the man doing and what are they wearing? The woman is sitting at a table and holding a dog. And the man is standing by the handrail and looking at something or somebody. ¿Qué me faltó aquí? Describir qué llevan puesto. Bueno, escribir qué llevan puesto. Se los acabo de mencionar, pero no lo escribí. Es importante, no se les olvide que en algunas preguntas son dos lo que tienen que contestar, dos respuestas. What is the man with the hat at the table doing? Do you remember the guy that is on the right of the painting? He is also sitting at the table and looking at the woman with the dog. Yes, so let's go back to the man. Let's go back to the man. And we can say that he is also sitting at the table and he is looking at the lady with the little dog. Can you see? He's looking at her. Tell me about the other lady. What is she doing? There is a lady, letter E. What is she doing? ¿Alguien me quiere decir? What is she doing? What is the lady doing? Letter E. Anybody can tell me? Any idea? You can activate your microphone if you want. Any idea? Well, nobody? You are very shy, guys, don't worry. She is leaning on the handrail. Está recargada en el barandal, ¿sí o no? She's leaning on the handrail and she's looking at the people. Si está viendo a la gente, ¿sí o no? Está viendo a la gente. She's looking at the people. And what about the people that is in letter D, the people behind? Well, maybe, we are not sure, guys, but they are maybe saying goodbye to each other. Tal vez estén despidiendo. They are maybe saying goodbye to each other. Or maybe they are saying hello. Tal vez estén saludando o se están despidiendo, okay? We don't know really, but we can make speculations about them. Okay, don't worry about your English, guys. This is this session is for you. You can try your best. Esta sesión es para ustedes. Siempre pueden participar, no importa si se equivocan, no importa, yo les puedo ayudar. Para eso estoy aquí, para ayudarlos, para guiarlos y decirles cómo van a contestar la actividad, okay? Don't worry about your English. The most important is that you try your best to use your English to answer these questions in the first activity of the module 7. So here we have again the questions. What is the man, what are the woman and the man with black hat doing? What do you think? Te preguntan, ¿tú qué opinas? ¿Tú qué crees? They are standing, bueno, están parados. Primero tienen que decir si están parados, si están sentados, etc. Ya que dijeron eso, bueno, van a describir lo que están haciendo. They are standing and looking at each other. Están parados y se están viendo el uno al otro. Maybe, vean que utilizo estas palabras en rojo, se las puse en rojo, cuando queremos especular, no estamos muy seguros, pero digo, tal vez, maybe they are saying goodbye to each other. Tal vez estén despidiendo. What is the woman by the handrail doing? ¿Qué está haciendo la chica que está por el barandal? Well, she's looking at a man or she's thinking about someone. ¿Está viendo a un hombre o tal vez está pensando en alguien? No sabemos. Bueno, ¿qué es lo más importante en esta actividad? Bueno, que ustedes utilicen el presente progresivo, el presente continuo. Otra, que todas sus oraciones estén completas. ¿Qué quiero decir con completas? Bueno, que estén con un sujeto, con un verbo y con un complemento. Sí, porque a veces me contestan los alumnos, what are they wearing? Por ejemplo, what are they wearing? Y ellos me dicen, a dress and a hat. Y ya, eso es todo. No, tienen que decirlo completo. They are wearing a dress and a hat. Con el sujeto. Bueno. What is the second part of this activity? In the second part of this activity, guys, you have to ask questions about the painting. The questions can be yes, no questions, or can be open questions. Open questions are the same of WH questions. Yes, no questions because we usually answer with a yes or a no. Are they celebrating something? Yes, they are, or no, they aren't. Are they having a good time? Yes, they are. They look happy. Open questions. What are they talking about? They may be talking about their hobbies. Where are they sitting and talking? They are sitting and talking in an open restaurant. Vean, chicos, tengo las preguntas, las hice, estos ejemplos en presente progresivo. Las primeras son cerradas y las segundas son abiertas, pero llevan el mismo orden, el auxiliar, el sujeto y el verbo con ing. Aquí tenemos la question word, el auxiliar, el sujeto y el verbo con ing. No es necesario que escriban las respuestas. De hecho, no se los solicitan en las instrucciones, solamente les solicitan las preguntas. Pero si alguien quiere escribir la pregunta junto con la respuesta, bien. Si no, no hay problema, no se los voy a evaluar. No les voy a evaluar la respuesta, solamente las preguntas. ¿Y qué es lo que van ustedes a grabar, chicos? Bueno, van a grabar la descripción de las personas de la pintura, ¿ok? Y de hecho les ponen un texto breve para que lo utilicen como modelo para empezar su grabación. Okay, now let's see what the second activity is about. The second activity is meanwhile. In the second activity, guys, you have to use past simple and past continuous to answer these questions. Okay, and you have to imagine that there was a theft in your neighbor's house. And the next day you meet another neighbor and you start talking about what happened the day before. So you have to answer these questions using past simple and past continuous. It says the theft occurred between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. What were you doing when the thieves were stealing your neighbor's house? What were you doing from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.? Who lives with you? Who do you live with? What were they doing before, during, and after the theft? Para realizar esta actividad, chicos, yo les recomiendo que ustedes revisen los recursos del pasado simple y el pasado continuo. Past simple and past continuous. En este recurso vas a encontrar las diferencias del pasado simple y el pasado continuo. Y hay otro recurso que es importante que revisen que se llama What was happening when you? ¿Qué estaba pasando cuando tú? En este recurso vas a aprender cómo usar el pasado continuo y cómo lo vas a contrastar con el pasado simple. ¿Qué es lo que vamos a ver en este momento? ¿Cómo contrastan el pasado simple y el pasado continuo? Bueno, pues con el when y con el while. Y vamos a ver cómo utilizamos el when y el why y cómo contestar esta actividad. La segunda parte de la actividad. What is the second part of this activity about? You have to ask questions to your neighbor using past continuous and when or while in your questions. And you have to make an audio recording in which you are going to include the questions and the answers of the first part of the activity. ¿Sí? Van a hacer un audio, chicos. Yo les recomiendo utilizar este pequeño párrafo que yo les puse. Bueno, estas líneas, ni siquiera es un párrafo completo, son unas líneas que pueden utilizar como modelo para realizar su audio. Recuerden que en el audio tienen que incluir las preguntas y respuestas de la primera actividad y las preguntas que ustedes le hicieron a su vecino. Entonces, yo les pongo, last night between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. a theft occurred in my neighbor's house. The police knocked at my door and asked me the following questions. On the next day, I asked another neighbor about the theft the following questions. Ok, bueno chicos, ya estamos a 1 minuto por terminar esta sesión, pero todavía nos falta aclarar algunos puntos de la actividad 2. Por lo tanto, les recomiendo regresar a la sesión con la misma liga solo para terminar la explicación de esta actividad. ¿Sí? En un momento les sigo explicando cómo van a hacer la actividad. Recuerden que pueden regresar con el mismo link, con la misma liga. Pueden entrar de nuevo a esta sesión.